Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got another Megaman game on a new generation. We're no longer on Nintendo consoles, but this time we're on the PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. Megaman was on the Genesis with the Wily Wars, a 16-bit remake of the original three games. It was released normally everywhere else except for in America, where they had this thing called the Sega channel where you can download games and such. So that's enough about that. So let's talk about Megaman 8. The game begins with this anime cutscene of Duo versus this evil robot. They both crash down to Earth. Meanwhile, Megaman and Bass, thanks game, are fighting it out. The voice acting here is pretty unique in this game, to say the least. Megaman sounds like a girl, Dr. Light sounds like he has a cold, and the others seem to record their lines and try not to wake anyone in their family up or something. I do like Roll's voice, is very nice, and Dr. Wily's, and Megaman's voice is, well, it really doesn't suit the character. But anyhow, we hear from Dr. Light that a meteor has fallen from space, so we gotta investigate it. So we go to this island that looks like a skull, and since it's now 32-bit, they really did cook here with the visuals and graphics. The backgrounds are so much more expressive, it's just so peak. I can't even describe to you how great it is. Mega Man's moveset is still the same. We've got the charge, slide, and we got our first item on the island, the Mega Ball, which is just a football and kind of like the bombs from Metroid. We also can find a secret passage here, and we have our first swimming section, and it's alright, but I'm kind of glad it's one and done, though I wouldn't mind if it came back in another game, just a bit more refined and more sections and make it more useful, you know. We also find a bolt here, and we have 40 this time around, and the shop is very lacking. Though, get the energy balancer ASAP, and of course the best one, you can climb ladders faster. We get out and use our new weapon against the crab boss. He goes down pretty easy. Spam the ball at him and down he goes. He also does keep his weakness exposed, so we shouldn't have any trouble at all. Then Dr. Wily comes, takes the energy, and we have a little bit of a back and forth with him. Wily leaves his secret island, and we did find it quicker than the guy from Squid Game. Wily starts to leave, but you know, Mega Man, can we just shoot at him, chase him or something? We have rush here. So what's the excuse, Mega Man? Come on. We save the robot, and Dr. Light calls us saying he'll pick up Duo, that we should have gone after Wily. But instead now we have 4 robots to take on, that being Grenade Man, Frost Man, Tengu Man, and finally Clown Man. I like to go for Grenade Man first. It's pretty easy and teaches you the mechanics pretty well. It eases in, like with the bombs and the breakable walls. The time bomb platforms also come back, and it's a fun little section. Overall, it's a fun and balanced stage. Just like in most Mega Man games, be patient and the level will just be fine. We also have some mini bosses in some stages, and this one's just fine. It's not too bad, just dodge his attacks and aim for his eye. And after that's the second half. Mega Man 8 has the stage is split in 2. Just avoid the hammers and these metals on fire that will make the platforms explode. The game is very fair with its checkpoints. Grenade Man is also pretty fun to fight. He has some interesting dialogue. His patterns are easy to dodge and he's pretty fun. Also around half health he'll destroy the platform. We're going to phase 2. And the ground is different, but the attacks are still the same. And when we beat him, he'll do a little Michael Jackson hee hee and saying it felt good before dying. His weapon is also very good, and it destroys enemies with shields very easily. Frostman is next, and I like his stage for the most part, except for one section, the snowboard section. The thing is okay, nothing really to say, some platforming and we go in his lift. And after that, it's the snowboarding part, and damn. I swear to god the inputs are delayed, and that voice is so annoying after a while. The jump, jump, slide, slide. It is fine, but it does take a while to get used to. Thankfully it's only like 2 minutes or so. The rest of the stage is fine, just dodging these ice blocks. I like how the sky changes in this level from grey to evening to night. It's really pretty. One of the many upsides about being 32-bit is they can do so much more, and they can get away with, like the dots acting like cars and the metal billboards in the background are also cool. We do one more snowball sequence, and it's a bit easier for me than the first section. We finally make it to Frostman, and he has a pretty funny voice.
Freeze! I'll crush you! I'll make a popsicle of you! I say,
Found Grenade Man's weapon and dodge a little, and he should go down very easily. I really like Tinker Man's stage. It has all of these wind sections that lightly push you, but makes turning back a bit of a struggle. The stage reminds me of Airman and Waveman's levels, with the platforms and the bubble thing. The rest of the level is fine. We survive some metals being dropped on us, and we have this Rush Jet section. Rush Jet is weird as it's only in some sections, and you can't use them. In these parts we either get Eddie, Otto, or Beat to help us. Nothing really to say about it, they're just kind of there. The rest is fine and we make it to Tingle Man. He's hard to hit with his weakness because it only works on the ground and he likes to be in the air a lot. But when he does use it quickly and use one new feature. Now we can use our Mega Buster and our own special weapon at the same time. It's a very useful change, but it's a shame it's a one and done, like the swim, but I wish this was kept in the series as a staple. Use his weakness and shoot him and Tengu Man goes down pretty easily. He is a little cocky, but his voice actor, it's not too bad here. So the final Robot Master, Clown Man, has a very colourful and upbeat stage and song too. The stage reminds me of Spring Man's level from Mega Man 7, though I do prefer Spring Man's level to this one. You can also see a few of the old Robot Masters make a cameo like Iceman, Gutsman, and finally Catman as these splashy things. We ride some trains and deal with some of these annoying enemies that drop from the sky and try to grab us. We later have this block section where the O's are good and the X harms us, and then later on the Skull will kill us. The Sky will come out and ring the bell and we gotta go to the O block quickly. We face the mini boss, dodge his attacks, and just do a harder section of the blocks again, and we face Clown Man. He has some very interesting lines. Use Tengu Man's weapon against him before he swings and he'll get caught up and we can get some quick hits on him. Rinse and repeat and we win. Though his final line is very weird. Can robots even dream? And didn't we kill him? Do robots go to heaven? This gives me so many questions and they're left unanswered. We get an anime cutscene after we beat him and I think I'll just let it play here as it's quite infamous.
Dr. Light, how's it going? Will he be okay?
I'm almost finished. The battery will be charged in 10 minutes.
That's good. By the way, what do you make of these?
These? Seems to be energy resources. But I've never seen this type on Earth. I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wowie's hands. You must recover all the energy immediately, Megaman.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
He still lives.
What the?
Megaman, you must go after him. We don't know who he is, and it's dangerous to leave him alone.
Yes, sir! Let's go, Rush!
So after that peak cinema, we chase Duo into these mines, and in the Sega Saturn version you can have a rematch with Catman from Mega Man 1. I worked at Legacy Collection and had a way to do the Sega Saturn version, and in Searchman's level later on you can fight Windman again from Mega Man 2, but that's a little spoiler. The level is very short, we run into Duo, have a little exchange and we fight him. He's pretty easy, so we don't have to worry too much about him. Proto Man comes in, stops the fight. We get another anime cutscene where Mega Man is screaming at the top of his lungs after being grabbed. Well, circuits instead of lungs, I guess. Mega Man has one of the most annoying screams, but he breaks free and we gotta take on 4 more Robot Masters to destroy the barrier while Duo goes off to deal with the rest of the evil energy. Like Mega Man 7, we get the last 4, that being Aquaman, Swordman, Astroman, and finally Searchman. But certainly we Searchmen because they have 2 heads and they seem to operate differently from one another, but I don't know, robotics and such. So after the first new 4, I like to tackle Astroman first. He has a unique background and stage, especially with the robotic flowers in the background. The stage has these disappearing platforms, and we gotta time it like the old Mega Man games. No skips this time though, like in the other ones, but it's pretty fine to be honest. The maze is kind of fun, and you can cheat some parts with the Mega Wall. We have this old tower section, and we just repeat the stage, just a little bit harder. It has a unique design for a stage, but not much to say about it. Astroman himself is pretty fun and predictable though. Use grenades my weapon on him when you can see him, and spam it a lot, and just dodges attacks, and he's very easy. Now on to Aquaman. Not the one from DC Comics though. Well, DC because Detective Comics, you know. Anyhow, Let's talk about the stage, and he has one of the best themes. It's so nice and chill to listen to. And this is the last stage that's the swimming mechanic from the tutorial stage, but if you missed it, it's the only one. It does focus on it for majority of it and introduces to it at a fair pace. Most of the stage is just swimming, which is fine, but there's not much to say until the mini boss. We fall down this waterfall and shoot at the boss until the game says we can land. Wait how we can survive this fall, but other falls we cannot. We do a bit more stage and a bit more swimming in this bomb section, which is very easy. And we make it to Mr. Handsome Guy himself, Aquaman.
You can call me handsome guy.
You use Astro Man's weapon and he goes down very easy, and we get hit off. Oh no, so get prepared for that when you hit him. So we beat him with luck, and next up is Swordman, or Swordsman as it says in his intro. The beginning of his stage uses the weapons from the first four robots to solve these little challenge rooms. And make sure you hit the button afterwards because you have to pass through these doors, and if not you have to redo them. After that we have another easy mini boss that opens up and we hit it, and later during the fight we have this hammer thing that will show up, and later in the stages too. But if you're quick enough, the hammer won't do anything. Then we have these little platform sections where if you jump on it it'll move left or right, and they do some challenges with that, but the stage is pretty simple. Swordman has a very fun pattern where we'll split in half to try and attack you. He'll go down very easy with his weakness, kind of like the other Robot Masters, as they're all kind of a pushover with their weaknesses. So, we're on the final Robot Master now, Searchman. This stage uses a lot of Clownman's weapons to traverse through, and it can be kind of clunky at times. The stage is generic with not much to say except for these damn things from Clownman's weapon because they just want to work when they want to work. Maybe that explains the length of it. Searchman himself is very fine, just shoot Swordman weapon and aim for the right bush. 3 bushes will come down and we will hide behind one of them, but there's not really much to say, and his voice is also a little bit goofy. So now that we've beaten all the robots, it's time for the Wily stages, and the first one has this very infamous part where you have to do the jump, jump, slide, slide again, but this part is way worse. I always struggle with this section, but this time I managed to do it finally. I really do swear this game has like an input delay, or I just got some skill issues, or maybe both. So after this section we do some of the stuff from Searchman's stage, and we finally make it to the boss who is weak to the Mega Ball. It's a bit awkward to use, but we do manage to beat him. YU2 is just a bit of a normal stage, but most of my footage did get deleted, and it was mainly just a rush section stage, and we managed to get to the boss. The stage is fine though, just some cheap parts here and there. The boss is pretty easy, I guess. It's really hard to tell what's going on after turn, but just shoot and aim and the boss should go down pretty easy. It is a bit of an awkward fight though. YU3 hasn't got too much to say. Do a little bit of stage first. We have this bomb section. We have to wait for the enemy to throw a rock so you can land in it, otherwise you gotta retry the stage again. We'll make it to base, and like in Mega Man 7, he talks some crap and fuses with treble and the evil energy. But why is he so big to Mega Man? He's very easy and will say what every time he gets hit. Get used to that. He goes down again, talks a bit more shit. We do more stage and we make it to the Green Devil, and this guy is a pushover. Use Grenade Man to expose him and then Clown Man to kill him. Definitely not like the Yellow Devil. Now for the Wily stage, and of course like the other games we do the boss, make it to Wily. Though, this time we get trapped by Dr. Wily. He tries to kill us but Duo comes in and saves us. I think we might have upset Wily last time with what happened with Mega Man trying to kill him, but either way, Duo's on the ground now. Pro Man comes in off arms for a second and leaves with him, and we just done it awkwardly. You know, a 3v1 isn't a bad idea, right guys? Like the other times, it's just a 1v1, except for when we had Beat. Thankfully we have Flame Man's weapon, and it's not the best but not the worst. He uses his capsule like last time, but thankfully it's easier, and we use Rush Heal as the replacement for E-Tanks in this game as they're mysteriously gone. And after a bit he goes down and we got more story. Wily, like the previous times, is begging for forgiveness again, and Mega Man calls him out in it. But before Mega Man tries to kill him again, some of the evil energy gets us, and we pass out. Now we have an anime cutscene and mysteriously Mega Man's outside. Duo does some anime stuff and sees Mega Man's memories and removes the evil energy from him. Then Duo and Pro Man do a bit of aura farming. Then we see some of the 90s anime eyes from Roll and Mega Man, and they do look pretty good. We all celebrate that we beat Wily and made it out. Then Mega Man and Pro Man have one last talk, and it's a little bit awkward and a little bit weird, especially with the song. And that's it, we've been Mega Man 8, and with that, the 32-bit era for the classic series. Around this time, we also had the X series and the Legend series coming on the PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, and the N64. I think this game is unique and tries to do something different. It can be debated whether it succeeded or not, but I can understand why people might not like it, but I honestly think the game is really good, just with some janky parts and being a little bit weird in some areas. I do think it's worth trying, and who knows, it might be one of your favorites. It's one of mine, to be honest. The anime cutscenes are nice and they are done by Studios Epic, known for the original Shaman King, To Love Ru, and the Mega Man Battle anime, and the other Mega Man animes they did. I like all the OSTs and the song for the Japanese version called Electrical Communication by Ganja. Reminds me of Sonic CD of having a different opening. with the American version and the Japanese version. But the OST for this game is amazing. I like all the tracks. Aquaman has a nice laid back theme. The opening in English and Japanese versions are also nice. The title screen of course, but the Mega Man 8 makes it so damn peak. It just feels so weird without it. The open stage is also good, and a lot of the Robot Master themes are also good. Just go and listen to the OST. But beforehand, remember to comment, like and subscribe, do all that YouTube jazz, and make sure you listen to the OST. It's one of the best in the series and one of my favorites, so go do that. Bye bye for now and take care.